Okay, gang, I am sitting here with the 564 XP, and I have touted this thing. I've been touting this thing as being very, very, very easy to work on. I am going to be porting it today, so I will go ahead and I am going to time how long it takes me to break this thing all the way down to the piston and cylinder. Like, I want to get the cylinder actually off. I want how long it takes me with the appropriate tools. I think I've got everything that I need here. I'm not sure what you guys can see in the camera. I will be porting this, so I need to do all the timing things, which means I also have to take off the clutch and hook up my digital gauge. But anyways, but that's why I'm taking off the clutch. So without further ado, here we go. Let's get set, ready, set, bam. Got a box there for all the parts. Big Ugga Dugga. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. I hope it didn't break anything. Oh. Oh, I got it on there super tight now. I'm in trubs. Oh, there we go, we got it. Wrong size. It has two different size torques. One is the common 27, T27, and the other one is the not so common T20. Pain in the butt that they would choose two different sizes. I don't think anybody's figured out why. Huh. I think probably the thing that I like the most is that you do not need to unhook any fuel lines. You can just simply unhook things and set it off to the side. Super, super convenient in that manner. All right, that's unhooked. This is only the second time I've ever disassembled one of these things, so. Let go. There we go. See, your fuel lines and everything are still hooked to that. Super convenient. Muffler. Well, that one's in there. Dang. Okay. Getting close. Bada bing, bada boom. We're ready. How long did that take? I don't know how long that took, but not long at all. All right, so now that we're here, see all that blue stuff left behind? All right, but you know what you don't see? Any of it in here, all right? Any of it here. This is why I wanted to utilize the Hylamar for this setup. Hylamar never really dries. All right, see, that's tacky as can be all over there. It never really dries. So whenever you put too much of it on and you squish it in, and you know, look at this, it's all squished around all over the place here, okay? Clearly it will also squished into here. There's no doubt about it. It's squished into there. But because it never truly dries, it just flushes out. And there hasn't even been a full tank of fuel in here, and our transfers are completely clean of any Hylamar. If I would have used anything, Permatex or Durco or 3-Bond, anything, it would have pushed into there and it would have dried, and then that is blocking my flow. It is blocking my flow. So that's why for this build right here, I wanted to showcase, because I want newbies to actually do work on this saw, because this saw is actually very easy mechanically to work on. And well, newbies have a tendency to use way too much silicone, and it'll get into your ports and it dries and it never leaves, and it's just blocking your flow. So for that reason, I chose the Hylamar, so that newbies can go, yeah, I used too much, but that's okay. It's Hylamar. It gets flushed out. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you see what I'm saying. If you don't, my gosh. Anywho, so I'm going to clean this all up. I got what I needed for this video. And now I'm going to go ahead and get the timing everything and see what I'm going to do with the port work. I mean, I know what I'm going to do. This run right here, all I'm going to be doing is cutting a pop-up, cutting the base of the cylinders to set it down and set my squish, and that's it. And I will be running a base gasket from here on out on this saw. So, you get my drift? Do you? Do you get it? All right. Later.